Well, it was a huge night at Sydney's Bankwest Stadium in Parramatta last night with the mighty Cold Chisel performing. The first concert held at the venue. It's set to be a busy couple of months both for Bankwest and ANZ Stadium. Elton John is on the way, Queen, and the big bushfire concert is on the way as well. Joining us is CEO of Venues New South Wales, Paul Doorn. How are you, Paul?
Very well, Tim. Yourself?
Good. Let us know. I've had a bit of anecdotal feedback. Bankwest has been fantastic for all the sport, but the concert went well, the Chisel.
Overwhelmingly positive from our perspective, and certainly the fans said the same this morning, and checking social media, which I'm always dubious about, but it's been overwhelmingly positive. I guess from our perspective, this has been really a chance to the next test for the stadium, which was multi-purpose, multi-use. Had a really successful league and union season. The Wanderers have done well, and the fans have enjoyed it, but now to see the fans enjoying a concert, it was a really special night. Yeah,
I think we do have some vision of the concert that we might roll in, but 3,000 bush firefighters.
Yeah, so we're in a fortunate position to be able to say, look, what are some of the things that we can do as a venue operator? And so we offered an opportunity for the volunteers to take up about a bit over 3,000 seats. And Cold Chisel actually acknowledged them in the crowd last night, and there was a huge roar, not just from the 3,000, but from the whole 25-odd that were there, which was fantastic.
And Food Bank, they do a great job.
Yeah, their volunteers were all through the stadium and people were generous. It was a really good example of the generosity of the human spirit last night. People enjoying, the positivity of a concert, but opening their wallets to give money to a really important charity as well.
Often we see it, don't we? We see the real goodness in human beings and Australians when we go through a crisis like this. The bushfire relief concert, that was unbelievable, the way it was sold out, and who's playing?
Yeah, so credit to TG, the promoters. I mean, they came to us with an opportunity to say, look, is this something that you might support? We've certainly said, hands down, let's go all in on this. So from our perspective, giving away no higher fee, we won't be making any profit at all that night. All the money that we make from food and beverage will go back into the relief, both for the bushfire appeal, but also for the RSPCA. So from our perspective, I was overwhelmed with how many people took up that opportunity, and I think the night, the 16th of February, is going to be an amazing night at ANZ Stadium. Not just the big names like Queen and things like that, but some quintessential Australian artists, which obviously people are still keen to hear. So Johnny Farnham and all those sorts of Olivia Newton-John, and the list goes on and on.
Yeah, I had a look at it. It looks fantastic, and no doubt again, people just putting their hand up to perform.
Yeah, not just the artists, but also people like Celeste Barber, who have said, put my hand up and she'll host the night. So it'll not be just a great night from a music perspective, I'm sure it'll be a very humorous night as well.
So how many people are we expecting that night?
Oh, look, over 70,000. So it'll be an amazing, again, we'll have the whole stadium packed, we'll have a stage, and then there'll be people sitting on the field of play as well. So it'll be, there'll be nearly 15,000 people sitting where people normally play footy. So it's going to be a great night.
I presume this would be good for your team as well, like to be working in this space. Obviously, when you get deep into the football season, you tick by that date. But to have something like this, which is tangibly helping people.
Yeah, look, from Venues New South Wales perspective, and all the people that work in our business, whether it's the promoters or the artists, everyone on this occasion have said, no doubt about it, let's put our hand up and how can we help? So, often sport or big stadia gets sort of criticised a bit for just being about sport, but really our business is about community. It just shows that we're doing community events, sporting events, business events. It's really an integral part of the sort of social fabric of the community. So I think this is just another demonstration about how we can play a role.
Yeah, and Elton John fans, they're reading the dates off the calendar.
Indeed, and I think last night, looking at it was a big night. I went through the city of Parramatta afterwards to see how many people stayed, and there's research that shows that for every one of these big events, it nearly pumps $1 million into the CBD of Parramatta. Bring on Elton John. You're looking for huge opportunities for people to activate that. But I think even at ANZ Stadium, following on from the Queen concert to the bushfire concert, people are just really digging deep, and it'll be just another celebration of the quintessential Australian culture. So we're really excited.
Yeah, well done, and well done to your team. Thanks for coming on, Paul.
Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it.
Paul.